Good afternoon. Welcome to Micevich Enterprises training on our new non-smoking policy. My name is Michelle and I will be your trainer for today. I have a lot of exciting activities planned for you this afternoon, so let's go ahead and get started. But before we get ready and begin, I'd like you to prepare yourself to learn. If you have your cell phone with you, place it on mute. If you have the TV on, turn down the volume or turn it off, better yet. Make sure you have something to take notes with in case there is something important that you want to remember. And finally, if you want to have something to sip on, that might be a good idea. Our agenda for this afternoon is first we're going to take a brief survey using Poll Everywhere. Then we're going to take a look at how smoking affects everyone in the workplace. Then we're going to learn what our policy is. And then finally, we're going to discuss our implementation of the policy. So first, let's get started to see who in our class is an active smoker. This poll will be anonymous. So if you're not really comfortable with answering because you don't want people to know that you're a smoker, no one's going to know who you are responding. You can take the poll with your mobile phone as long as it has texting capabilities, or you can use any web browser from your computer or mobile device. So let's go over the directions. If you're using a PC or a mobile device with a web browser, you need to go to pollev.com/Michelle, MISI 477. Or if you're using a cell phone with texting capabilities, you want to text to 37607, Michelle, MISI 477, and you're going to respond A for yes, you smoke, or B, you do not smoke. I've hidden the responses and I will release them once everybody's finished. So once again, if you're using a mobile device, you want to text to 37607. In the subject, you want to put Michelle, MISI 477. And then once you receive the confirmation text back, you want to text A, yes, you do smoke, or B, no, you do not smoke. Via PC or mobile device with a web browser, you want to go to pollev.com/Michelle, MISI 477. And then you could click on the green check mark for yes or the red X for no. So just another minute now. I think we almost have all the responses. I think we just need one or two more people. Okay, it looks like we have them. So as we can see, 20% of the people here in our training today are active smokers. So we want to make sure that they and everyone who works at Micevich Enterprises is oriented with the non-smoking policy. And since we are a fire extinguisher dealer, we sometimes see firsthand what happens when people smoke when they need to use our products. So we want to make sure that that doesn't happen to anyone here at work. The first thing I'd like to do next is let's see how people feel about smoking and how it affects us in the workplace. So on the whiteboard, using your text tool, I would like you to type what effects smoking has on you in the workplace. Okay, it looks like the responses are starting to come in. Ooh, we have lots of good responses here. So some of you feel it doesn't have any effect. Some people are grossed out by it. Some people think it makes their clothes stink. 2 people think that there's too much time spent on breaks. And our last responder here says, my smoking doesn't bother anyone. They're all really, really, really good responses, and we can see how smoking really does have a different effect on everyone here at Micevich Enterprises. So now that we see how it affects everyone, let's take a look at our policy. Our policy is pretty simple. No smoking anywhere. No smoking in any of our buildings. No smoking on the campus. If you want to smoke, you must leave the premises. So, how are we going to implement this policy? We're going to start by first banning smoking in our buildings for a month. So you can go outside and smoke for the first month of our policy implementation. After that, you must leave the campus. So what we're asking is when you have to leave the campus, not to smoke on your 15-minute break because you would take too much time to go out and come back. So we're asking that you only smoke on your lunch break. Are there any questions from anybody here today about the policy? If you do, you can raise your hand and we'll call on you to ask your question. Okay, so I see that there are no questions from anybody. So I want to thank you for being here with me today. There is an agreement that you need to sign, that you were trained and that you understand the no smoking policy at Misevich Enterprises. Mr. Misevich would like you to turn in that sheet to him within a week. He said if he doesn't have that sheet in a week, that there could be some disciplinary action if he has to come and look for it. So I'd like to thank you for having me here with you today. I certainly enjoyed myself, and I hope that you did too. So good afternoon, everybody.